Hey folks, so Project Zomboid is one of the best games I've ever played, and it's honestly one of my favorites. It's a zombie survival game, but it's permadeath. That means that once you die, the Project Zomboid team will send one of their personal hitmen after you to garrot you with a limited edition spiffle fiber wire. The game is already really hard in and of itself, but if you've seen some of my videos, you know that I like to play games on the hardest difficulty possible. So what I'm gonna be doing is trying to survive a week in the Kentucky State Prison with the zombie count on the highest difficulty. Also, quick disclaimer, I used a mod that spawned me directly in the prison, but what I didn't know is that it despawns any zombies inside of the actual building, which I apologize for, but trust me, this is one of the most fun experiences I've had in a while playing this game. So I hope you enjoy the video. Here we are with our character Brad Mills, a man who was once in the military, but got so traumatized he went insane, got PTSD and paranoia, which turned him into a psychopathic cannibal serial killer. Oh, such a lovable, iconic man. He'll never get out of prison though, sadly. It seems one of the guards has mysteriously died and dropped his key into my cell. What a wacky set of circumstances. I immediately ran out of my cell, only to find the entire cell block empty. Weird. Either way, I started looting the cells for anything useful, but instead I only found an insane amount of drugs and cigarettes. Jackpot! After a bit of searching, I was able to find a medical room and decided that it's best that I put my base there, because it basically has everything I need. Medical supplies, an unlimited source of water, and a bed. The only thing missing was food, so I headed to the cafeteria only to find gold instead of food. Finally, human fucking contact. I swear, Kentucky must be the most peaceful place in the world, because there wasn't any other criminal or guard in sight. I thought I was the only criminal in this state. It felt like I was going insane. Oh wait, that's right, I forgot I'm a clinically insane psychopath and a cannibal. Speaking of cannibalism, I came here for food. That's right, so one of my traits is me being a cannibal, so I thought, why not only make my diet consist of human meat? So I hunted him down and butchered his corpse and cooked him up for food for later. Going back to exploring, I quickly found a bunch of crates in the kitchen storage area. This had a lot of tools like a hand axe, which I grabbed since my character had higher proficiency in axe combat than anything else. Also, there was a screwdriver, which I didn't grab as I didn't think I'd need it. Remember that for later. Not 5 minutes later, after meeting another human, I found another one, called Shona. Deciding to be nice this time, I didn't insert my hand axe in between a parietal and occipital lobe. Instead, I followed her into what looked like a group of 4 survivors hiding out in the laundry room. Well, I should say 3 survivors. The one that was searching for food got turned into food. I decided to join that group and try to turn the laundry room into somewhat of a base, thinking it would be beneficial to have a couple of alliances with the other survivors in this prison. But that really didn't matter, as Shona led around 30 zombies right into the fucking base. It was at that moment that I remembered that this is a zombie survival game. I've spent 20 minutes in an empty fucking prison. Not really wanting to be the heroic savior of this group of misfits, I bailed on the others and ran away, causing Shona and Norman to die. Well, looks like I didn't even need to lodge that hand axe into Shona's brain. She was already a dumbass. I let one of the survivors of the group follow me back to safety though, but for some reason she didn't want to. She left the group and ran away while I was focusing on another survivor that I found. I didn't even realize until I was back at my base that she just wasn't with me. Nor can I see her on the map, so I'm just gonna presume that she's dead. Anyways, I slept comfortably knowing that around 3 or 4 people died because of me. On to day 2, I presume, since I don't really have a watch, but I'm just gonna say it's day 2. I let Emma, the other survivor, barricade anything she could in the medical room, and then went to explore the front entrance, only to get scared by 2 zombies and bailing Emma to run back to the base. You see, I have a master key to the entire prison, and since these doors can only be opened with that key, I basically left her to die. So I then decided to look for the locker rooms for better clothing, considering the clothing I stole from the guy I butchered was serving me absolutely 0 protection. I found jackets, pants, a brick of cocaine, and a bulletproof vest. Wait, Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I don't think I have even went into detail the amount of drugs I found while I was searching not even half the prison. At this moment, I have 2 bricks of
igloo,
which is around 40 packets of
snow,
I can snort. I found
cracked walls types,
4 bags of
crystals, needle thingies types,
an entire bag of 2 bottles of speed, 3 bottles of Xanax, and 4 bottles of oxycodone. If you're ever playing this game with the drug mod and you want a fun time, I advise you to go to the prison and search every office, desk, locker, and cell you can find. And trust me, I will be munching, snorting, smoking, and injecting every piece of drug that I find.
in-game and not IRL
My
YouTube.
plan right now is to make my base as secure as possible from zombies, as I've also made the helicopter event that happen more than once, so it's best I be prepared. How do you do that, you may ask? By blocking off any entrance the zombies can get through. You may be saying, oh, the ongoing, but that's impossible. Any furniture, player-made walls, gates, and crates can be destroyed by zombies. And I'd say you're correct. Except for one thing, the composter. Yes, my friends, this shitty little box is the only thing that zombies are unable to break. Zombies, instead of trying to break the compost box, will instead try and find another way to get to you. And if that isn't possible, they will just run into the box aimlessly, unable to do anything. This heavenly piece of technology is almost the perfect item. Almost. You see, there are 2 problems with this composter. Once the composter is placed, it cannot be moved and still be unbreakable. If you do move it, it will be like any other furniture, and that isn't good. However, that is easily avoidable if you aren't a dumbass and just place it in the place you want it. You could disassemble the box, but it won't be guaranteed you get back all the planks and screws you put into making it a waste of resources. And the second problem isn't one that I knew when I was playing. I could tell you now, but it'll be more fun if you figure it out with me later on in the video. My plan to get all the planks I needed was to make Emma barricade the place and then take them off the windows for an unlimited resource of planks. This normally works, however, I think this being a prison and these being iron bars made me unable to remove them, which made this way harder than it needed to. This means I have to disassemble any furniture I find, but considering I didn't have a high carpentry skill, means that the chances of retrieving useful materials such as planks would be harder to obtain. Well, I guess it's time to put my skills in butchering humans into good use by butchering desks. This, however, will be cut short after only 1 desk, as I immediately found another brick of cocaine. I sprinted back to the base to store them to my collection of drugs, and found Emma standing there, horrified by the amount of zombies she had to avoid for the past couple hours downstairs. Confused on how she got back, I decided to check how she got back, only to find zombies had planned a surprise birthday party for me, and my gift was a broken down door and a brand new scratched left upper arm. It was a surprise to say the least, but I made sure to thank them and definitely not re-gift it to someone else later on. Emma, I'm coming for you. I quickly looted their corpses for something to use as a bandage, ripping up their clothes and stealing an analog watch. I then realized I'm stupid, as my base is a literal medical center. I quickly went back and disinfected my wound before blaming Emma for something I obviously did, promising to kill her later on for betrayal, which was all inside of my delusional mind. However, for now, let's go back to disassembling some furniture. Hey, so at about this point, I lost several hours of editing because Premiere crashed, and I still want to upload a video today. So, yeah, I'm gonna just split this into 2 parts. But if you did like this, please like and subscribe, and comment so that I know, like, if I should continue this type of content, or just go back to the old stuff. But for now, thank you for watching, and maybe I'll make a part 2 to this, because, yeah, I need, yeah, honestly, I don't know what to say. Goodbye!